Holy crap.
Look at the buckle.
Look at the tear.
Yeah, look at the tear.
So we're getting back on Aiden's cab. Some of you may not have noticed, some of you professionals might have. We had some issues with the clear coat. Not really sure what happened, but it did what we call dieback and a little bit of solvent pop. So I'm not gonna re-clear the cab itself, but I am gonna re-clear the fenders and the hood. In a minute, I'm gonna start sanding on that stuff to do what I like to call flow coating. I can sand it and clear those parts a lot quicker than I can polish it. I would do the same for the cab, but I wanna start building the cab, so we're not gonna do it to that. We will end up buffing the cab. Meanwhile, dinner's gonna be over in the other shop, stripping out Aiden's old cab and getting all of the good stuff out of it. Let's get to it. Now for some people, this is a perfectly acceptable hood. The clear coat looks freaking awesome, but I'm just not super happy with it. So I'm gonna just put another coat of clear on it, sand it down, and just give it that little bit extra. It's actually pretty clean, not a lot of dirt nibs, but I don't like the dieback. I switch products, I've just been learning them, and it takes time to learn things, so sometimes you screw up. When you screw up, fix it. We're in this industry to fix things.
What's up? Hey, it's dinner time.
All right, so I'm gonna get this all dried off, and I'm gonna start sanding this puppy while dinner goes to start working on that cab.
All right, hey guys, it's dinner. I'm gonna start stripping his old cab, see what we can still reuse. This is his old cab. It's the one that was on the truck. First off, we'll start with taking the doors off, see if we can get like the flooring out, the dash out, see how far we can get. All right, so all I gotta do, knock out the pins, and we'll take the door off. There's that door ready to come off, and we'll stick it up on the stand. Now we'll move to the passenger side and get that one off. We just gotta pull the pins on this one, and this door will be ready to come off. This one's gonna be a little bit more of a bugger, but we'll get it. Now we'll put it on the stand and keep working. We're gonna clean all the stuff out of the inside of the truck so we can start pulling off body panels and getting ready to get the dash out. All right, we're gonna go over to the driver's side and get that other stuff cleaned out. All right, now we're gonna take this box out and the broken interior panel. All right, we're gonna pull the seat belt out. And this seat belt we won't be able to use because they had to cut it. It looks like that piece is still good, so we could use it again. That one's not. I'm gonna go grab me a vacuum, get all the glass and everything cleaned up so I don't get it in my hands. And that one's still good. Got it all vacuumed out. We're gonna start pulling dash panels off so we can get this dash out. There's the gauge cluster, we got it out. We're gonna get the radio out, like the heater controls and everything. I think we're gonna have to get a new one of those. So we got the radio to come out, ready to come out. There's the radio, we'll probably reuse that one. We got that one ready. So there's this panel under the steering column. I'm gonna take a couple of 10mm bolts out, start pulling the column. There's that bracket right there. Got that one off. I think we're ready to pull the steering column. There it is. I've got this dash ready to come out. Okay, now we got a couple wires on the driver's side. This dash is ready to come out and we're gonna stick it on a stand.
All right, so what I just did is I used a soft interface pad. Now I'm gonna take it off and just use the bare DA pad. And I'm gonna cut everything as flat as possible so that I can get these cleared. I'm just checking for imperfections, any dirt nibs that need to be sanded flat.
I can see you have a mask on.
I know. I've been blowing on the paint, so I don't want to keep taking it off. So I'm just being careful. So in the paint industry, there's no one size fits all. You can't just use a DA all the time, and you can't just hand sand all the time. It's a combination of both. So I've went and I've DA'd it, I've hand sanded it, and now I'm going around and catching it with Scotch-Brite. So you want to make sure that you catch every edge. Clear coat requires a mechanical bond. It's not going to chemically bond back to itself once it's case hardened. Once the chemicals have cured, it locks the clear together. Nothing's sticking to it unless it's sanded. So we get it all roughed out and then get it back in the booth. All right, so I've got everything pretty well sanded on that fender. So I've got it back on the stand. I'm gonna finish up this top edge. I've got it sanded all the way to here. Just have to pre-clean it and re-clear it. So I'm just gonna sand this with some 800 by hand. Take my gray Scotch-Brite. Get all my little shinings. So I'll go through, I'll do the same through here, get all that dieback out of there. So what dieback is it's a loss of gloss. It's not as glossy as it should be. And rather than taking the time to cut and polish it, I'm just gonna re-clear it and call it a day. wax and grease and blow tack and stat, and then we're gonna clear it. I'm all pumped up. Dinner peeking through the window. It's all wax and greased. All we gotta do is blow tack and static it. But I'm gonna mix the clear up. We're using VC 5700 Ditzler Custom Clear. Yeah, so we got sling in that camera.
Ooga booga. Oogity boogity.
All right, we'll get this stirred up and we're in the booth. All right, it's time to blow tack and static. Gonna get this thing all cleaned up. All right, it's time for clear. All right, we got the first coat of clear on. We're gonna wait 15 minutes, come back in, put a second coat in, then we'll bring you guys back in and show you what it looks like. What do you think?
I think it looks better. It looks really good. This guy right here makes magic.
I only make magic when I'm with you. Dinner's my homie. All right, I got 2 coats of clear on this. It turned out way better than it did the first time. So sometimes you screw up, you gotta just do it again. Bite the bullet, fix it. That's what we're in this industry for. We're gonna let this sit overnight. We're gonna get out there and get working on the cab.
All right, so I think this heater box is ready to come out. So we're gonna pull up this carpet and get it out. All right, we got that out.
So we're gonna get this all unmasked and get it around to the other shop. All right, let's get this over to the mechanic shop. We can start getting this together. All right, so now that we're assessing the cab, we're noticing that there is a couple more spots that are a little bit different, which is no big deal. We'll take them out of the other cab and we'll get them in this one. We're gonna try to get the doors as far done as we can get them. We're not gonna be reassembling any of the dash assembly because we've gotta change a bracket.
What are you doing, hillbilly?
Tearing one door down to put one door together. Almost got it completely tore down. I got 2 screws in here I gotta get out. I've already removed the door handle trim, window roller up or down or doohickey. And we'll take these 2 screws out. It should just pop. Get rid of the broken glass and bolts. And the handle fell off.
Handle. That's a cool pop tool.
OG, man. This is how you used to pop the door panels off.
Oh, gee. You don't have to worry about like it rolling and pushing a dent in.
So my first thing is to get these clips off. There's only 3 of them. So I'm gonna just take straight from here and go put them on the new cab. Ooh, this stinks in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working all this harness out. Then we're gonna get the shifter out and just start transferring stuff. Ooh. Came out easily.
Oh, it's an outside bracket.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got that bracket on. We're gonna hurry and get the shifter bolted in. Okay, so we got the shifter in.
You almost got her stripped.
So the goal is to take 3 doors and make 1 good door. So we're taking parts out of each one that's better, that's the best out of it all, and putting it into the door.
Gonna have to throw a little bit of grease on this.
Oh yeah.
It's seen some country roads in its day. Let's see when we get the window on there.
Clips in the new door.
So what I'm figuring out next, so I'm gonna get the brake release out, pedals, throttle, just try to get as much stuff out of here as I can. Get the clutch pedal out. Bad part is we can't put any of this into the new cab until every single thing is out. It's all in sequential order.
I'm gonna take this plate out.
That's the plate that's messed up.
Yeah, this is the.
That's the plate that we have to add to the new cab.
We've been finding some differences on these, but we'll make them work.
You live and you learn, and you only do 1 cab swap on a 97 Chevy.
I think Aiden was pretty stoked when we told him about his green orange. Does he know about it?
He does now. This is the hood release cable that we're going to professionally remove. There's actually a lot of really good parts still in this cab.
I'm over here still struggling, but I think I'm getting it. I got it. Ta-da.
Hot?
Got it. Yeah, that's hot. We got that one.
Oh, that's just a support bracket. I'm trying to not forget where all the stuff goes, because it's all gonna go back in after we fix that bracket.
We do have a map. We got the utility truck.
That's the good thing about having so many parts vehicles is we literally have road maps. And Dinner's very smart. That reminds me.
Why don't you just label everything?
We don't need it. We're men.
We're men. We'll figure it out. We did the Nugget without a map.
Oh, look at that. All right, foam is out. Holy crap. Look at the buckle. Look at the tear.
Yeah, look at the tear.
Oh, we need that wire. We can actually put this in. We could probably go get these harnesses out of that truck.
Could
like
I go get that harness that goes up the cab and into the dome line?
Look at that. Look at it. We're gonna fish these wires out. And then we need to go right over to the other cab and put them in, Dinner. I've got these little plastic pieces that guide the reinforcement in the dash. So I'm gonna make sure and put those on real quick. They literally just sit on there. There's one right here. Now, this is the sinker wire. Okay, wiring's where it needs to be. Now we gotta figure out the dash. I don't know how this clippy-do works.
I think they just slide off.
All right, so I finally got this little spring clip that I've never taken off in my life. At the brake switch, able to get this rod off of the brake booster, maybe. Got it. Now I need to get this pedal off, then I'll get the booster off. Pedal's out. All right, let's go put those two things in because we know they go in first. I've got a bracket in the way that I gotta remove, then we can start putting this all back in. Whoops. Now we're gonna put the pedal in. Totally missed it. Oh, I gotta lay down in here. I think I have really super strong abs. Oh yeah, it's not even remotely in the right spot. So another issue we just runned into, the clutch mount is different also. Luckily, all we have to do is drill a couple holes. I'm gonna make a little template, transfer it, we're gonna drill it, and that'll work. We're making a mask that we're gonna take over there and transfer it. See if our little thingy-majig works. I don't fit down here. So I've got them marked. We're gonna drill them.
What are you guys doing?
Determining on which glass is the best shape to use.
Passenger side. You gotta clean it.
Tinted windows or non-tinted windows?
Probably non, and then we'll get it tinted. I'm gonna go to the other side, make sure that hole is straightish. No way. Should never work the first time. Actually work. This never works out in my favor. Look at that. The hole is perfect. The holes are perfect.
What are you doing?
Carrying glass. We gotta pull tint off.
Let's see if we can get some new glass. All right, so the hole is just slightly too small. So Cody's gonna hog it out tomorrow with his burr bit. Not tonight, because that metal shavings get everywhere. So what we're gonna do, this bracket is correct. We know it's gonna work. So we're gonna get the foam put in and finish putting in all the stuff right here. And then we've ran into a bunch of issues, so that might be as far as we get. Let's get this bracket out, and then let's get foam in.
Your piece goes up and over.
So I'm gonna get the throttle pedal in now that we got all the foam. You're home. We're gonna get new glass, put new windows in it, but he's gonna rip the tint off anyways, just for fun. We got the doors as far as we can get them. They're at least opening and closing. We've got the throttle pedal, the brake pedal, and the emergency brake pedal in. We can't put the clutch pedal in until we do a little bit of reaming on the firewall, but that's gonna all go in soon. We need parts, lots of them. But we've got the cab stripped. The cab is pretty well stripped as far as it can be stripped without cutting out the bracket. So Cody and Dinner are gonna work on that bracket later, and then we're gonna get it welded into the cab so that everything works in there like it should. All right, so Dinner's pretty well got everything out. I've got all the stuff out of here and over to the other cab. I think this thing's about ready to be taken outside.
Can't wait till the frame meets the cab though. That's gonna be even better.
Oh yeah, the frame will be here next week.
That's gonna be the fun part.
It's gonna look good.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, let's hear a joke.
A fan and his daughter told us this joke. What kind of shoes does a ninja wear?
What kind of shoes does a ninja wear?
I'm not even gonna tell you because I know the answer.
Well, you're not supposed to know the answer.
They told me too.
We're gonna be like,
Yeah. Yeah, Dinner.
What kind?
What was the joke again?
What kind of shoes does a ninja wear?
Boots. Not even close. Okay. What is he?
Sneakers.
Because they're sneaky.
A little girl came up to us in Pomona, California.
Oh, nice.
What's her name? Sophie?
Sophie, we think your name is Sophie, but thank you for the joke.
That's
Keep
awesome.
them coming.
And be sneaky.
Yeah, sneakers. All right, as always, we appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.